Alright, first up we have Markinator, who I'm probably gonna throw in Z tier because he's a pretty cool guy, makes some pretty fire edits, you know.
I'm so strong even.
Cock and ball.
No bias whatsoever, you know. I just think he's a pretty cool guy and deserves to be in Z tier.
You trying to put the mic in my mouth?
Okay, next up we have Radical.
Hey bro, shawty bad.
Yeah.
What's good, ma? What's good, my nigga?
I think I'm kind of stuck between throwing him between A and S. So I'm gonna throw him in S just because he's the most realist. He's the realest guy. He doesn't put on like a fake facade or anything like that. Which you gotta respect. You gotta respect that.
Destroy the child. Erupt them all.
Okay, next up we have Professor Sensei. I'm throwing in B tier because I don't think he is bad YouTuber per se, but I just think he doesn't really put in effort that much because all he does is just rip out the clip strip from Twitch and just throw it on YouTube, which doesn't really scream my effort to me. Okay, next up we have Ryuden, who I'm gonna have to throw in S tier because, you know, he's a pretty good YouTuber. You know, I like his morals when it comes to Legends. I like his opinions when it comes to Legends. You know, his gameplay is nice, but the only problem I have with him is that, you know, he is somewhat of a Goresh clone. Alright, next up we have your RG.
Hang on a second. Let me
I'm gonna throw in S tier as well. You know, totally no bias whatsoever. You know,
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap.
I just think he's a great YouTuber. Nice edits. I like his style. You know, that's all I have to say. Let's get into the next one. Okay, DB Zoom. I'm throwing in my man in C tier.
Is this nigga serious?
Yes, I do.
Now take off your clothes.
I know some of you guys are gonna hate me for that. Some of you guys are gonna absolutely hate my guts for that. But he barely, like, he doesn't upload as consistently as others, you know. And when he does upload, it's all the same. Oh, it's always concept videos or how to get X amount of chrono crystals, you know. It just gets repetitive after a while, you know what I'm saying?
No.
Okay, next up we have Miguel. And I know some of you guys probably don't know who Miguel is, but he is actually the guy who provides us with all the V-Gem scans, like the actual images for the V-Gem scans. I know some of you guys didn't know that, but yeah, this is the guy who actually does that. But he's in an S tier because he doesn't really upload anything other than concepts most of the time. And next up we have Palmzor. I'm throwing in at A tier because I don't really know too much about him, to be honest. So it really wouldn't be fair to throw him in B or a C tier. So I'm just gonna throw him in A tier. But what I do know about him is that he is a top ranking PvP player, so you gotta respect that. So just because of that, I'll throw my man in A tier. Okay, next up we have KSI, who he used to play Legends a lot, but I guess he just kind of quit after, you know, the meta just started getting toxic and whatnot. So, funny story with KSI. I'm throwing my man in A tier, by the way. Actually, yeah, I'm throwing him in A tier. Funny story with KSI. I was actually in a KSI One Question Go a few months ago, bars, and I asked him to fight me in Legends, but he actually said he wasn't playing at the time. So I just asked him another question. So that was in the video. I'm gonna play a clip right now.
What question go?
Who would win in a fight, Logan Paul or Face Sensei?
I think if they're both training, I'm not too sure. Yeah, I think it'd be a tough fight. I don't know who would win that.
Okay, next up we have Green Ruff. You know, totally no bias whatsoever. So I'm gonna throw my man in B tier. I think he makes some pretty cool content. He's kind of like Goresh in a sort of way, but you know, he just doesn't really stand out too much. So I'm gonna throw him in B tier. Okay, next up we have D-Dubs. I'm gonna also throw in B tier. You know, no bias whatsoever. You know. Okay, next up we have Caggie, who, come on, I have to throw Caggie in D tier. Caggie is literally the boy. He's literally the voice of Charlotte. Literally anything other than a Z tier is just disrespectful to the craftsmanship, okay? The arts of voice acting. Okay, next up we have Slow Plays. Now, Slow Plays, he's a pretty cool guy. He interacts with his audience a lot. You know, he doesn't really upload Legends content the most, so I have to throw him in A tier just for that. But when he does upload Legends, he always does summons or sometimes PvP because he is free to play. Even though he uploads a lot on Xenoverse and stuff like that, he is free to play, which you gotta respect. You gotta respect. Next up, we have Monkey Fu. Okay, how am I gonna do this one? He doesn't really upload as consistently as me or YRG because a lot of people like to compare us three. Hey, bars. But yeah, when he does upload, he does drop bangers. Like almost all his videos are entertaining, like in terms of editing, in terms of like quality. You know, his commentary. I like all of it. So I'm gonna throw my man in S tier, you know, just for that. Just for that, I have to throw my man in S tier. Come on. Okay, here we have Tyler, aka Nanogenics. I have to throw my man in B tier. I mean, come on. I mean, I know some of you guys are gonna hate me. All right, put the pitchforks down. Put them down. Let me explain myself. Nano doesn't really upload legends. He only uploads summons or just playing random crap. Okay, next up we have Break It Down. Who? Okay, this guy's actually kind of tricky to put on the list because, you know, he used to edit his videos, but not really as much anymore. But you know, his videos are still enjoyable. So I'm gonna have to throw my man in A tier. Okay, next up we have Legends OP. Who? I gotta throw my man in C tier. I mean, come on. This guy, like, the only reason why he is in C tier, the only reason why he's on this list, the only reason why I even know about him is because Dragon Ball Legends ENG, she keeps quote tweeting his videos every time he uploads, and it just gets annoying after a while seeing that crap on my timeline every single day. So I gotta throw it there. Oh, what's going on? Alright, we're back. I don't know what happened there, but yeah, we're back. So yeah, I threw Madara in A tier because this guy is a whale with an attitude, okay? And I freaking love it. But sometimes he can tend to take things a little too far. And next up we have Zee the God, okay? He's my boy, you know, totally no bias whatsoever. But I'm gonna have to throw my man in A tier because he took a little hiatus from Dragon Ball Legends because the game wasn't really fun for a while. You gotta respect that. Because he isn't wrong though. A lot of us want to take a break from Legends. But yeah, when he does upload Legends, they're pretty entertaining. Especially the ones that he actually like throws in some memes in there. Okay, next up we have The Truth. And this really isn't a fair comparison for everyone else because The Truth doesn't really upload Legends anymore. I think he quit actually. But when he did upload Legends, that was like one of the most entertaining videos of all time. Like, his Legends videos are fire. And next up we have Nolar, another YouTuber who I think quit Legends because, you know, the community and whatnot. I think Nolar is a pretty good guy, pretty entertaining commentary, so I'm gonna throw my man in A tier. Next up we have Rhymestyle, who I have to throw in S tier. You know, Rhymestyle doesn't really stand out to me in terms of like content perspective from Goresh and Ryuden, but the reason why Rhymestyle is an S tier because he's an OG. I've been watching Rhymestyle for years, ever since Dragon Ball Fusions. I've been watching this guy for a long time. Okay, next up we have D Free. And I gotta throw my man in S tier because he'll have something that most of us will never have, a loving wife and kids. Okay, next up we have Klauski. I don't really know too much about this guy, so I'm gonna throw him in A tier. But what I do know, what I did check out from his channel, is that he is a pretty generic YouTuber, you know, nothing too special. Nothing that makes him stand out from Ryuden or Goresh or ZVG or any of those guys in A tier, so I'm gonna throw him in there.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Okay, next up we have Endocooper, who I'm throwing in S tier because just like Rhymestyle, I've been watching this guy forever, even before Dragon Ball Legends existed, even before the game existed, and this guy has just been such an entertaining
guy to watch.
Okay, next up we have Super Soviet San, who I'm gonna have to throw in A tier because, you know, he has to be one of the most unique Dragon Ball Legends YouTubers out there. Okay, next up we have Spoon. And a lot of people don't actually know who this guy is, but he is one of the modders of the Dragon Ball Legends community. He just takes what I can do and just craps on it. He can do what I do, just multiplies it by infinity, alright? Okay, next up we have Goresh. I know some guys are gonna hate me for this, but I'm gonna throw my man in B tier, okay? I have to throw him in B tier because he doesn't really stand out to me, you know? He doesn't stand out from Ryuden or Goresh, like, I almost said Goresh. He doesn't really stand out from Ryuden or Rhymestyle because Ryuden, Rhymestyle, and D3, like, they all kind of make the same content, but I think Goresh kind of stands at the bottom because he's kind of monotone, you know? Okay, next up we have Riku the Best, alright? My man. I had to throw him in S tier because just like Rhymestyle and Endocooper, I've been watching this guy forever. And it would kind of suck to throw him in like anything other than S tier. And even though I've been watching for a while, he does make some pretty fire content. Like, y'all can't even say his edits are on fire, his commentary isn't fire, you know? Okay, Miguel and Roshi. I'm gonna have to throw my man in A tier because he is one of the people who participated in the showdown at Las Vegas. So that was pretty cool. You know, where they revealed the first year anniversary units and whatnot. And also, I'm up to him in A tier, but not in S tier because he creates a lot of concept art that gets thrown around on the Dragon Ball Legends Instagram that people just start believing it immediately. So yeah, that's kind of annoying to deal with. Okay, next up we have King of Games, but I'm throwing him in A tier, not S tier because, like I said with everyone else in A tier, none of them really stand out from anyone else to me. Like, I just seem like they're pretty generic, but generic isn't really bad per se. I just think they're a pretty good YouTuber to watch, you know? Nothing too crazy. And last but not least, we have
You touch them tits.
I'm throwing in S tier because unlike everyone in A tier, he does stand out to me. He has a nice personality. He's a cool guy. He's a top ranking PvP player. You know, I just think it's a pretty cool guy all around. And that concludes the Dragon Ball Legends tier list. Okay, yeah, that's all I have to say. Thanks for watching the video. If you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.
Payroll, city peso, everybody on the payroll, under control. Every 20 minutes change clothes, shot my boy post. Only do shit when I say go, if you say so. Run up in the scene in my tight jean shorts, looking like a pimp, but I got one hoe. Can you shut me out? And I said hell no. Never switching up, only switch up.